Okay, we'll look at some trig functions here. Number 7, sine of x. Not too hard to do this one. We just put some values in when we can just go off your unit circle if you need to, but remember the sine of 0 is 0. Okay, and then this is going to, I've kind of set this off a regular scale, so this is pi, 2 pi, this would be pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. I just did fill those in just to, maintain a little clarity here. So the sine of 0 is 0. The sine of pi over 2 is 1. Sine of pi is 0. The sine of 3 pi over 2 is negative 1. You can get these all off your unit circle. And 2 pi. And then you have those 4 points. And usually we just divide this up into 4 sections. And then we have the zero, 1, 0, negative 1, 0. That's how you can get your sine curve, so that's pretty easy, and then it's periodic, so it keeps going over here. Okay, now when we have something like this, 2x, now we're going to have a change in the period. Remember, when we have in the general form y equals the sine of bx, the period is going to be 2 pi over b. So in this case, the period is going to be 2 pi over 2 because b is 2, which is just pi. So remember before, when the normal period is 2 pi, that's 360 degrees, for it to go through the whole sine cycle. So now our period is just half as much. So we just take whatever period we have and we divide that into 4 equal subsections by using 5 points. So there's my 0, 1, 2, 3, well there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And then we use the same method we used over here. In other words, it starts out as 0, and then 1, then 0, then negative 1, and then 0. So it's going to look like that. So it's going to be, because the period is doubled, it's going to kind of move twice as fast like that. So that will give us one period. Okay, and that's basically all you have to do. You could just keep doing it periodically if you wanted. Okay? So remember, this is a very important formula. Period equals 2 pi over b. b is whatever's in front of the x. Okay. Letter C, 2 sine of x. Well, this just changes the amplitude. It just multiplies whatever the y value is by 2. So we would use the same configuration. Again, my period's going to be 2 pi. So instead of going, well, first of all, the zeros are going to be the same. So those 3 points are the same, because 2 times 0 is still 0. But when this is 1, 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, so that's the only changes I make. And this goes like this. So you can just see it's basically the same as the sine curve, except that the amplitude is just doubled. It's just going to go higher. Now, actually, when you're talking about music, the amplitude is what the volume is. That's why they call them amplifiers. It's the volume. So this would be louder than this, and this is the frequency is actually pitch. So this would actually be higher than this in pitch. Okay, so that gives you kind of an idea what's going on musically. Now over here, sine of 0.5. or 1/2 x plus 1. Well, again, period equals 2 pi over b. In this case, b is 0.5. If I divide 2 by 0.5, I get 4. So my period is 4 pi. So now it's going to go a little bit longer. Okay? So I'm only going out to 2 pi. I'm not going out to 4 pi. So what I'm going to do is just have to kind of use both sides of this. So again, this is 0. And I would divide this into 4 parts. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my 5 points. And my amplitude is still 1. There's nothing in front of that. So these would be my regular points. 0, 1, 0. There's my minus 1. There's my 0. Except I have a shift also. I'm adding 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 to each of these points to actually get my curve I'm going to graph. So I would add 1 to there. I'd add 1 to there. I'd add 1 to there. Let's see here. Add 1 to there, and add 1 to there. So this would be if there wasn't the 1, but it's just a period of 4. And then I'm going to add one to all these, and this is what we've got. And you can see our period definitely is 4 pi. Negative 2 pi to 0 to 2 pi is 4 pi. Oops. Add one to there, add one to there. Yep. Looks a little bit odd. There it is, because there's my line there. Okay. And you can see just everything's just shifted up one. Add one, add one, add one, add one, and add one. That's what you've got. Okay. So I hope that helps there.